All right, Greg. For this next video, I want to just quickly show you how to clear out all the sample memory in on the SP-12 or the SP-1200, which is really useful before you sample, just because that way, if you want to kind of start fresh, it's just really good to know how to wipe all the, because you only have 5 seconds of sample memory on that box. And on the and one quick overview on the memory. So on the SP-12 that you have 2 banks of 2.5 seconds to sample into, and so the maximum sample length you can ever sample into is 2.5 seconds. But as you use some of that sample memory in that 2.5 second bank, then the maximum length of the next sample you can use in that bank is going to be less than 2.5 seconds. So maybe you have one sample that's 1 second out of it, maybe a second sample that's another 1 second, and then you have like a second left, and so maybe there's 3 samples totaling like 2.5 seconds. Now, after you sample into memory, you can trim the sample and like throw away some of the data that you don't want to like kind of conserve memory, and so we'll go over that later. So, but anyway, a really convenient thing when you're going to kind of just sample something into memory and ensure that you have the maximum sample time to capture the performance is to I like to just clear out all the memory of the device, period. And so I'll show you how to do that here. So the first thing you're going to do is click the setup button. So we're going to hit setup mode. And the cool thing with the SP-1200 is all the options for the operating system, it shows you right here in a list, and they're numbered. So here you see the number 11 to 23. So there's these like 12 or so options, and you can see like as soon as I go into setup, the display asks me like what function do you want to proceed with. And one special note: the 23rd option, called Special, is actually another list of more options that aren't seen in this list. I think there's maybe another 12 options or something like that, and I'll show you how to figure out what those are, or how you can see like what you're doing. So anyway, the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to hit 23, which is for the special option right here. So to do that, all I do is hit number 2 and then number 3, and then if you look at the LCD, it says catalog function, use slider number 1. So slider number 1 is slider number 1 associated with right here with pad 1. And as I start sliding the slider up and down, you'll see different options with different numbers showing up on the screen, and they all have different numbers. And so anyway, to clear all sample memory, we're going to go to option, I believe, 12, which is pulling the slider all the way down. And as you can see here, it shows you so you know what you're doing. It says clear all mem. So then to do that, I'm just going to hit 1, 2, and then it prompts me to make sure I want to do it. It says clear all memory, really? Yes, no. And then there's a yes button here, kind of near the bottom of the keypad, and just click yes, and it actually just cleared the memory out. So now it goes back, it jumps back to that special category. And again, now we can just exit setup. So I'm just going to exit setup, and there you did. You just cleared all the sample memory, and so I'll stop this video after